My name is David Fuentes. I was born December the 4th, 1925. I was born in Los Angeles, California. My mother was Soledad Calvillo. My father was Matias Fuentes. He was a musician. He was in the union for 72 years. And he also was a tailor. And he also worked in upholstery. I was born in East LA, Wall Heights, on Desert Street near the Evergreen Cemetery. And my childhood, well, I had an average childhood. Went to church a lot. We played the rosary every night at home. And my mother was strict. My father was a good, easygoing guy. He never spanked me. Good guy. I went to Malabar Grammar School, and then I went to Belvedere Junior High School, Junior High, and then I went to Roseville High School. Well, the test that I had, I could have gone anywhere. I got qualified, but I picked the Army, the 1st Cavalry Division. Well, I had my choice. I was lucky. I either had the tanks or the horses, but I always wanted to ride horses, so I took the horses. And then one morning, they got us up about 4 o'clock in the morning. The horses that we had there, we tied them up, we had to put blankets on them. And of course, we had to feed them before we left. So they got us up early. So we left, it was still all dark. So they had made me a scout. I was up maybe 300 feet, 100 yards up on the hill. You know, they follow the path of the river, and I had to follow up on the hills. So this one time, I'm up on the hill, way up on top, and I see a box on the ground. I got up and looked at it, you know. We were out maybe by about an hour. I looked at it, and it had half a box of hand grenades. The brand new hand grenades. Somebody left them up there. So I signaled with my arm. The lieutenant, one of the lieutenants, he came over, and he says, "What's wrong, soldier?" I said, "Here's I found a box of hand grenades. We'll get off and put them on your horse." And he took off. So I get down, and I got the horse, and it stopped, you know. I get the box, and I put it up on the saddle, on the back, on the hump, like the lieutenant told me. And I tied it up as best I could. So when I got on there, the horse started bucking. So, you know, I'm bucking, and the rifle sticking up like that. I almost hit it. So I said, you know, whoa, so he stopped, you know. So I said, I checked the back of the, it was still tied, the thing was on there, so I tried to get him to go again. He started bucking again. But this time he wouldn't stop. He threw me off. It's freezing. It's snowing. It's starting to snow. It starts snowing heavy. So I said, what the heck do I do now? I said, in the middle, you know, everything's white. So I said, what the, well, I got to go back. I don't know what forward, but I know back, I have to go back. I was starved because we hadn't done anything. So I get to camp, nobody in camp but the cooks. So I cross over, and I walk into by the kitchen. I say, hey, can I have a cup of coffee? The guy said, what the heck are you doing here? I said, you know, I got bucked off here. Are you the guy? They got 3 companies looking for you. I says, what? Yeah, what happened? I said, well, the horse that bucked me off. They found my horse 5 miles away. As far as you can see, we're going to Luzon. So Luzon, we went to Luzon, and you know it has 7,000 islands. We finally got the first cab. We were the first replacement they ever had. So they assigned me to B Company, 12th cab. So they said, you're going to be a scout. I said, what the hell's that, a scout? Hell, that was the point, man. I was ahead of everybody. So I was like this, you know. Anyway, I'll never forget this one. He was a Filipino scout, Leandro. He showed me a lot of what I should do and what I shouldn't do, you know. And like he says, when you go in the jungle, you're going to be a scout. You'll be a point man. If you see a tree there, and you see people have been walking through there, walk the other way. I said, why? They could be booby trapped. I said, oh hell. And then they had snipers up in the trees. Now the trees there are not very high, but they put palms on their back, and they hide up there. And, they pick you up. He said, and they'll let the scout go by. They get the guy behind you. The guy behind me was the guy with the automatic rifle, the BAR. They'll get him, then they get you. I said, oh hell, And that's when we were the first ones in Japan, and that day in Japan, they signed the peace treaty on the Missouri. We went around it, all along it. We were on those landing craft. Oh, a good hour. We were seasick because so many of them. There's just rough like that. Anyway, they wouldn't let us land until they actually signed the peace treaty. As soon as they signed the peace treaty, they landed us right on the dock. And they said, lay out your stuff, stay here. You're going to be here for 4 hours. What the heck are they going to do for 4 hours? So we landed. That's when they brought Bill to us. They surrendered, they turned them over to us. And then, so the reason they kept us for 4 hours, they were unloading the trucks to carry us over to other places. So they had a pink building there, about 3 stories. Every country in the world was there. They want to be there for the peace treaty. I'm walking back. I was the only guy there, the only guy walking down. So I see a Jeep coming. The CIC, Counterintelligence Corps, now it's the CIA. A guy, about the captain, I see him, I'm going right by him, I salute him. He salutes me, soldier, wait here, I might need you. What the hell do you want with me? The only guy there. I said, I'm hungry, we're eating breakfast, we're going to go out. Here comes an ambulance. I had 2 Japanese Nisi boys sitting in the back with rifles, GIs, and the driver. Nobody gets off. So I'm waiting about maybe from here across the street. They put up medics put up a Quonset hut, white with a Red Cross and everything, They come by and the guy has a bag, a white bag. Don't let him die, don't let him die. I said, what the hell are you talking about? He gave me a plasma bottle. What the hell, so they open up. They told me open it up, They open up the ambulance, pull out. They sign them on right here. It's Tojo. I said, good God, Tojo. Hitler Mussolini Tojo. I said, my God. I said, orange boots. I was cavalry. We take pride in our boots. I've never seen a pair of boots like this. Bright orange. He has medals on. And he had a bullet, but he's trying to commit suicide. He had a bullet. He had all his medals, and he didn't have his glasses, of course. But every time we went to Tokyo, we went by Sogama prison when they had Tojo. They had him there, they had the tribunal, they found him guilty. They hung him. He dropped 7 feet 7 inches, broke his neck. Then I said, well, if I was a tailor, I used to help the guys in Tokyo sew and everything. I want to take up some of that, which I learned. Then I said, learning I used to make patterns for it. Take a measurement, I can make a pattern fit you. I was pretty good at it. So the guy said, you got to follow it up. I said, fine. Then I got into the women's line. And that would paid more money, and they changed every year, 3 or 4 times a year, 4 times a year, 4 seasons. Close. So I said, yeah, it's better if you make more money, which I did. That's why I went to UCLA at night. I did all that work, and I did work for Amy Eisenhower, all the Academy Awards, Debbie Reynolds. I did all that. I did all that stuff. Did it for 44 years. So, if you're from Boyle Heights, you know where the library is in Malabar, by Malabar, the Wabash Library. From Soto Street to Forest, from Wabash to Brooklyn Avenue. I walked to every house, both sides of the street, for 2 weeks at night after work. sign up people for Roybal. And he knew about it, so he you know, he always said, if you ever need any help, let me know. That's what I did. So he got to be a city councilman, and that's what I did for that guy. And now that's why I work with the Roybal Foundation.